And a very pleasant Monday morning. Hello. It's Christmas vacation for me and time to fly a little bit, I think. There we go. Hello. So, what you see in front of us is the Boeing 270. It is a freeware project from a developer called Senshi, and it's actually been out for a while, but I recently found out from a friend on the Discord, Mr. Rock Valkyrie, that it's been updated for X-Plane 12. And so I thought, you know what? Let's why not? Let's hop in. Let's give it a spin down the coast here. We're gonna go from Boeing Field down to San Francisco, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of see how this goes. Full disclosure, I have not been in this plane for quite some time, and even when I did fly it in X-Plane 11, I didn't fly it very much. I think 2 or 3 flights is all. But it was a fun plane, and I, as you know, have a soft spot for these vintage aircraft. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just see. Let's see how it goes. Sorry about that. I'm pulling up my checklist here, and it for some reason wants to. There we go. Wants to take my X-Plane 12 off. So, all right, yeah, let's see if we can get this thing started and just have some fun here. It does come with some decent checklists, and about the only thing I don't know is what the what the takeoff numbers are. I also don't know why my building is freaking out like that, but we're gonna go ahead and get some ground services connected here, and there we go. It's just kind of got basic animations, but sounds are decent, and I'm just interested to see about the functionality. I can live with visuals that aren't top of the line if the rest of it is functional, kind of like that AeroWorks DC3 that I like so much. It's nothing much to look at, but fun to fly and has wonderful old school systems. So that's what we're gonna see about this guy here. All right, let's see. We've got Cali Power avionics can come on. These are, yep, that's all good. Oops. All this stuff is on. We will connect the ground air unit. And we might need a little bit of light here. Panel flood can come on. It's early in the morning on the West Coast, as you may have already guessed, so some panel lighting might come in handy here. All right.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 452, taxi runway 34 right, be Bravo, see it.
All right, bus ties, all this stuff is closed here. Yep. Pressurization, we're going to be heading on up to 330 here today, if we can.
Alaska 197, taxiing runway 24 right via 2 Bravo Bravo.
We'll leave it about there. What is the current altimeter here at Boeing Field?
Seattle traffic, Delta 831, departing 34 right to the east, Seattle
3025. Can I set that? Will it let me set that? I don't think it will. Nope, it will not. It just lets me spin this up. That'll be, we'll have to just go with that there. I mean, there's still some things. The guy has been working on the project for quite a while, and it sounds like he's pretty responsive to community feedback, and which is cool. I mean, that's all you can ask for, right? That's all you can ask for. Arrow Flyer, hello. I am pretty close,
Seattle
buddy.
traffic, Alaskan 475,
Pretty
taxiing to
close. I
runway
have
34 right, Seattle
just a
traffic.
few things to do to get ready for family to come here toward the end of the week. Got a couple more gifts I'd like to pick up, but overall, I think I'm about there. How about you? Two, 225. Okay. Winds are calm, so we can depart to the south. That'll be cool. Save us a little bit of work. Let's see, a lot of this stuff is kind of already on for us here. Let's get some panel lighting going up here too. Excuse me. Still have the lingering cough, as you will hear, which is no fun, but
Seattle traffic, this is Cessna 172.
I do feel better
Alpha,
overall.
departing runway 34 right, circuits and landing.
Last work day, baby. Ah, it's a good feeling. It is a good feeling, is it not? Let's see. All that stuff I think is good there. We are ready to let's make sure there's nothing down here on the glare shield that I need to worry about. No. We'll set our heading bug to match up our course here in just a little bit. We do need to tune in the Kent 8 departure. All right, Kent 8. Let's do that. One of the few non-RNAV procedures left in the area here.
Cessna, this Seattle traffic, this is
135 is where I will be
immediate departure for runway 34 right.
departing out of right there, 135. And Battleground.
Alright, for the Cessna that's departing runway 34 right, just be a little bit more clear if you're going to taxi out to the runway so that we don't get mistaken and we don't accidentally take off while you're on the runway. If you can please reinstate that, thank you.
16.6. Ooh, already set. Awesome. All right, so that's active.
Traffic, Alaskan 475, holding short 34 right.
And as you can hear, everything sounds good. Try to maybe turn the volume of the ATC down, or the traffic down just a little bit here. All right. Yep. Excuse the clunkiness here, guys. Like I said, it's
Traffic, Alaska 452 lining up.
been a minute or
34
two,
right.
and I really want to make sure I don't miss something. As you know, these old girls can be a little cranky if you miss something along the way. All right. Throttle, brakes, nav source is set, comms, HSI source selector. Yeah, that's good there. Autopilot. Does have a basic autopilot. Good Lord knows if I'll be able to operate it correctly or not. We're just going to go right straight up to 330. It's about an hour and a half flight. And we're just going to go right up to it. Okay. That looks fine. This looks okay. I'm squawking Charlie, I think. Yep, there we go. ADFs are ready to go just in case we need them. I don't know that this works. This would be really cool if and when it does. But yeah, it's a project. Definitely a project. Okay, that looks fine down there. Anybody know what all these buttons do? That one will go on there, and I think we're just about ready to go here. We've got some pressure. We're going to go ahead. We need to leave the, let's see, this is always the part that messes me up. Yeah, leave the wing valves.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 452, taking off on my 34 right, final call.
These are the packs. We're getting a little bit of engine pressure there. All right. And let's give her a whirl. Push and hold. Here it coming alive. Coming up in 1.
Seattle traffic, Alaskan 475, lining up behind, departing CRJ, Alaskan traffic, that's Seattle traffic.
Get to 20. So if you ever do get this plane, one of the things I remember really struggling with was that sequence right there. And you actually have to push and hold. You have to push and hold that starter switch down, and then when the N1, sorry, the N2 gets to 20%, then you can come down here, let go with your mouse, and quickly turn on the fuel. So, Quas, good morning. Hey, it's going well. It's going okay so far. I've got one engine started. Yeah, Seattle is busy. It is busy. All right, let's get the second one started.
Seattle
here.
traffic, Alaska 452, aboarding takeoff.
Push and hold. Looking for the N2 to spinny.
Seattle traffic, Alaskan 475, departing runway 34 right, Seattle traffic.
And we'll turn the fuel on. Fuel flow, N2, temps, RPMs, pressures. Everything's coming up. It's better than I've seen you. I've seen you do your stuff, Quas.
Runway 34 right, I am terribly sorry, we're taxiing back.
I know that's a fabrication of the truth.
Seattle traffic, let's go 1978. Runway 34 right, behind the departing aircraft. Lining up, Seattle traffic.
Decent sounds. You know, good enough. Visuals. This is actually a modded cockpit add-on. I'll show you the links here in a bit, but it kind of reminds me of the Metroliner project and that Steve's Metro mod that took a fun plane that was close and made it, kind of pushed it over the top, made it really enjoyable. I'm really hoping that that Metro makes it over to X-Plane 12. All kinds of fun. We just about have some engine starts here. I know, isn't that something? I hope that they find a way to make that work with the X-Plane 12. Tell me if those engines are too loud, guys. All right, that's all golden there.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 1978.
Might
taking
need
off
some
runway
anti-icing
34
today.
right. Seattle traffic, on the Banger 9 departure.
Alright, there's that coming back on. We need to,
Seattle traffic, this is November 172 Alpha reporting base for 34 left.
get all those closed. I should have, I think, well, I don't think you can sync them. Actually, never mind. Everything looks to be working okay there. And, alright, we can go back here and turn off the external power. So it just has a few options here. I don't know what the modern equipment really is. I'm leaving them off just because. And then, of course, you got to have the HF antenna on the vertical stabilizer. That's a must. That is a must. That was fine so far. Okay, very good. I'm going to need some pushback help. I hope that better pushback works with this guy here. Maybe I don't have that. Must not have my hotkey set up. So we're going to do just like they do when they have a plane like this. Quite a bit of help from Mr. Taxi, Mr. Pushback guy. Here and then all the way up to here.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Probably would have pushed back before they started engines, but maybe not. This one doesn't have an APU, so you kind of have to do it right where you're at. And, I don't know. Alright, so we've got galley power back on. Fuel panel, I could probably check that fuel panel, make sure everything is good there. Don't know if I need... Got low pressure lights here because I don't have any fuel in the center tank.
Shuttle traffic, Alaska 1978 at 3,500 feet.
Fuel temp selector.
Climbing 10,000 feet.
All of them
Final
look
Seattle
like
traffic.
they're right about zero, so I think you can just turn the fuel heaters on if you need them.
Traffic, Alaska Control 75, coming up to flight level 350.
Oh, I have no idea how much fuel. Oh, jeez.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 452, lining up, runway 34 right.
Yeah, I'm about maxed out here, I guess, aren't I? Oh, payload. I don't need any more payload. What I need is maybe some more fuel. With 3.5 hours, we'll bump our payload back. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. It's just an hour and a half flight, but if we have to divert because of weather, it's another, 45 minutes down to LA, and so it's probably good to have just a little bit of extra.
452, taking off runway 34 right.
Those guys seem loud.
Number 1.
There. Turn that guy down just a bit. No ATC online, so it'll be all. No, we never did get pushback guy, did we? Okay. Well. Okay. I wonder if I could do a power back. No. Does this thing have... Ho 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 ho. I should have went a little further. I didn't know how far back it would actually coast.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 452, currently at 2,500. climbing out of Seattle Friday.
That'll work. That'll work.
Flying out of Seattle from the
It's
Salmon
like they used to do it back in the day, you guys. All right. Everything here is completely non-standard, as you are learning. Pitot heaters can come on, and beacon logo, why not? Runway lights. Okay, I think we're good to go. We're gonna taxi. Where are we here? Let me find out where we are. We're gonna taxi up to the north end, and so just need to hang a left and head on up to runway 14 right. And that'll be our departure runway. Okay, cool. Boeing Field traffic, Western 816, taxi 14 right via Bravo, Boeing Field. Here we go. From a rainy Seattle, Washington, home of the Boeing Corporation. Buzz a little Boeing 240B, and I don't know if I have the I don't know which engine option I picked here, guys. There's two engines. One of them is the JT3. Shoot, one's the turbofan and one's the non-turbofan. They're both JT3s.
Welcome to Pop Culture.
Kamar, look to my left. Uh-oh, Hawker, what do you got going? Hawker, by the way, hi. What's going on, Hawker? Are you down here spawned in somewhere?
Fixie!
Good fixins, this is my main goal. I've found my purpose. And it is to distract you from doing work for the next at least 5 days. This is the Senshi Boeing 247 freeware mod that Rob Bakri posted. Oh, you're in one too? I look like a 146. Hey, well, you know what? That's okay. That's a good plane to have. I would take it all the way down. I have no idea what the takeoff speeds of this one is. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be about 150 or so. We're pretty well fully loaded. Maybe I should take some cargo. It's only a 10,000 foot runway here. It's not.
Seattle traffic now was 172 Alpha, turning left base for runway 34 left.
All right. Let's get up here and make sure everything is ready to rocky road. Ooh. I think I should have held short way back there. All right, whoops. Picking up a little snow on the ground here. That's kind of cool. Do I have let's see, wing anti-ice on, yaw damper on, flaps are set, takeoff lights coming on. You can turn the runway lights or the taxi lights off. Nav beacon, all that stuff is good. All right. Anti-skid. Can't do anything with that, unfortunately. Ooh, do I have wipers? Ooh, and they actually work a little bit. Ah, very nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Park those babies. Okay. All right, let me switch over here to my second page of the checklist. Before checklist, fuel heat as required, pitot, window heat on, takeoff data set. Yeah, again, I don't know if anybody can tell me if there's a way to Like get some bugs up here. I'd love to know.
Here's Pentagon.
Pentagon. Rob, good morning. We're gonna shoot for. We're gonna guess somewhere in the 140 to 150 range here. Just a total guess, total complete guess, and hope we have enough runway. Agent Presta's here as well. Good morning, Agent Presta. That's Agent Presta. That's what I spent all of Saturday doing instead of streaming. Is I did some moving around of my X-Plane 12 to a different drive and testing and configuring, and so that's where I've been. And so far so good. I'm happy. I'm happy. All right. Good grief. This is where things get crazy. Oh, all right. Here we go. What? No. So I know that the autopilot is down here, so right here. So I think that when you want to turn the autopilot on, you flip that on. You have heading mode. You have nav localizer mode. Looks like there's an alt hold mode here. But what I don't have is any kind of an auto throttle. So like not even indicated airspeed or any of that stuff. So I'm gonna have to kind of manage it and just go with the flow. We're out of here. We're heading direct to Battleground, the Battleground VOR, and we should be out of here on a 171. So we're gonna see if we can hopefully pick that up. If not, we're just gonna manually fly this thing on a 171. We're gonna fly right over the top of SeaTac, so we're gonna be messing things up for all those people on the ground there. And yeah, it should be entertaining. There's an option for the auto. Yeah, there is, but do I want that? Do I really want that? Do I really want that? What is it? Maybe I do. Maybe I want that. Maybe I don't want to push it. Okay, so it's down. Gives you that. Auto throttle. Hawker. I probably want that, don't I? Alright, we'll put it on there. Okay, here we go. At Boeing field traffic, Western 816 is departing runway 15 right. Boeing field traffic. Here we go, baby. Here we go. It helps. All right. I don't doubt. Whoops. I'm going to be taking out one of these little lights here. Let's try to get it lined up. She's a wiggly worm. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have come out this. Maybe this is not the displaced threshold I thought it was. Okay, I have flaps set. A single notch. Let's go flying. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. Knots. B1 we're gonna say, and BR we're gonna hope. Oh yeah. Sliding off the center line a little bit there, but otherwise not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, we wanna try to get going on our heading here as soon as we can pick up the battleground VOR. I'm gonna say flaps up. It's responding to trim. Some slight stutters. Not too bad. We're just going to kind of hold runway heading here as we climb out. Airspeed down here, I'm doing already over 250, so I'm just trying to kind of manage that a little bit if we can. 4,000 feet per minute climb, just your standard rate of climb. Hand flies really nice. Probably pull back a little bit on the percent RPMs there. Again, I don't have any performance numbers, so I am truly just flying by the seat of my pants here. This one, Nick, from what I understand, there we go. There's my needle. This one came out just prior to the 727. In fact, the 727 is what put this baby out of business. Boeing was looking for. They'd had pretty good success with their 707, but they needed something that was more of a medium haul, and so they developed. This is like just a mini version of the 707. Like they shortened it down, but I think they used the same wings and the same tail. They just made it lighter and just more economical. But they just found out that the 727 just fit the bill a little bit better, and so from what I understand, that's kind of was the undoing of this plane. One less engine, so a little bit, a little more efficient. And then let's face it, as cool as this plane looks, the 727, I mean, wow, right? Amazing. All right, well, we're climbing here, not super consistently, but my airspeed's not doing too bad. I am definitely speeding because I'm over 250 and I'm not at 10,000 yet, but we're doing all right. We're still just hand flying. And we're on the breakout. Very nice. There we go. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I don't want to get out of the cockpit too much here because I don't want to mess around and get unstable. But I think what I'd like to try to do is this. Let's come down here, turn the autopilot on. Let's go into heading mode. Can I go into heading mode? Okay. And then I have no idea how the auto throttle works, but let's spin it up to about 250 and turn it on. That works kind of like that. Yeah, that does help a little bit there, my friend. All right, we're on the localizer for the most part. Let's go ahead. We'll click up to there, and yeah, not even that much of an adjustment. So let me show you just, and I am not an historian when it comes to this plane by any means, but let me me show you just a couple things that I've had shared with me. So here's the original link to the airplane. Now it's starting to pick up the localizer a little bit here. We just kind of have to pay attention as we climb, and then hopefully, I don't know if it automatically auto selects the altitude or not, but I think if we climb at about 300, that's probably going to be plenty. So anyway, that's the base package, and then that's been updated to work obviously in X-Plane 12. And then this is the mod that gives you a little bit nicer PBR and a little bit nicer effects in the cockpit. There's one thing that I'd probably say, honestly, this all looks too new, right? Like I want scuffed up, I want grimy, I want all that. But things are in the right place, and for the most part, at least from what I remember and what I'm experiencing so far, they're functional. And yeah, we'll see if we can wiggle it into San Francisco. But I remember thinking at the time, whoa!
Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing.
Steve, good morning, sir. Holy cow, dude! Thank you so much for the 5 gift sub bomb. And man, oh man, Merry Christmas, dude. 757 Spy, Mustafa, Arc Dave, SEEZGL, and Nick's Aviacion. Doggone it, man. How are you, my friend? I really appreciate it.
It's Steve Dell.
Good old Steve H.E. Dell. So we're messing around, Steve. You can appreciate this. We've got a little old school 720B, and we're flying past all these volcanic peaks here in the Washington area. We're doing a little bit of a simulated new aircraft ferry from Boeing Field down to San Fran. This is the Senshi Boeing 720B. Recently updated for X-Plane 12, and I'm like, what the heck? Let's do it. Let's do it. No, that was one. That was one, and I haven't looked at that for a while, but I do remember that 707. Wasn't that one that he pulled? Like it was being worked on for a while, and then he pulled it. He also was working on. It seems like he was working on like a DC-8 or something also. Or am I thinking of the wrong one? But anyway, yeah, they. Dang it! Sorry, guys. They look similar because they basically share a tail. They share a wing. And this one's just a little shorter. Just when you think you are over your cough, then it comes back with a vengeance. We're through 16 and a half.
Southwest 7112.
Go ahead, just reset our altimeter. And yeah, kind of stuttery right now for some reason. I don't know why. It was the performance was really nice early on. Can I open that? Can I go through that? Oh yeah, hey, we opened it. Ah, very nice. It has that X-Plane 9 feel to it, right? But it's a small file, and it's just really, I think that's kind of nice, because it should hopefully be somewhat optimized to run in X-Plane 12, which has a tendency to be a little bit frame heavy. Alright, the classic wing view. Set that up for our friend Downwind Sim. I think that might come out here a little bit. Why does it look like there's stuff protruding from the wing? That can't be good. Somebody forget to tighten down the Phillips head screws, or what? What's going on here? There's just some kind of a vortex deal here. Alright, so I'm down. I'm below 20, unfortunately. And you can feel it in the frames here. And if we lose our connection, I don't think I'm going to worry about reconnecting. That right now is the bugaboo of X-Plane 12. Just a frame heavy, frame hungry son of a gun. And I don't have, like, I have stuff. Let me show you. I'm flat out mediums all the way across as far as what the world looks like. You know, I do have texture quality turned up a little bit. If I don't have this, then like all the text in the cockpit is mushy. You can't read it. I'm sorry, that's rendering resolution. Anyway, I guess I could turn these down a little bit, maybe, but I'm running a pretty beefy rig at mainly medium settings, and that's just I just can't be on the network right now. So that's the part that still needs some work. All right, 38 from, or did we blow by it already? No, coming up on Battleground, and then after Battleground, we're going to go down to Roseburg 108.2. Let's see if that display over here. Yep, not picking that up quite yet. And to be fair, this plane may not also be super optimized, so I'm not fully putting it on X-Plane. I'm not fully putting it on Laminar here, but for now, I'm going to have to make, like, if I want to fly this online, I'm going to have to make some choices about visuals versus performance. And we don't really even have, like the clouds are not, I mean, these layered clouds look pretty cool, but you know, it's not like they're going crazy with cumulonimbus and high cirrus clouds and things like that either. So, Jarhead. Those are vortex generators. Ah, very good. SEEZG with the first time chat. Thanking Steve PHL. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. X-Plane 12 does need, release more optimization. And a programmer said he was going to release zinc. I don't know what that is, but hopefully it's like Vulcan and it makes things run that much better. Hey, Skydive Rob. Good morning. Yeah, but anyway, going back to kind of Steve's thought there, that Wilson, we could use a good 707 in this sim. We could use a good L1011. There's so many classic vintage airliners, man. Just a DC-8. I mean, there's just so many great old birds. Vickers. I mean, come on. There's just so many. It'd be so much fun to fly around and just kind of experience history. All right, 19 miles, 18 miles. We're through 210 on our way up to 330. We're flying, by the way, Boeing field down to San Francisco in the Sinchis Boeing 720 Bravo, and just having some fun messing around X-Plane 12. We've already been disconnected once because of our frame rates, and so we're just offline now. We may try to reconnect here in a bit, but things are being kind of wonky. Like, I couldn't get Volanta to load up today, and so I don't know if it's just like Monday blahs or what's going on, but we can do this. We didn't have anything, no ATC anyway, so we can do this all offline. I'm curious to see if we're able to shoot any kind of an ILS if need be, as tends to happen down San Francisco way. The weather is a little bit of an issue right now. I'm showing winds 130 at 5, 4 statute miles of visibility, some fog, a few at 400, overcast at 800. So, yeah. Not only is it rough visibility, but a little bit of a crosswind there, not favoring the normal runway 28. But what kind of was the final decision making today was when I was watching a documentary last night. Again, I've got Rob Valkyrie to thank for all this, but he shared this documentary called The Forgotten Boeing, and when they talked about how Western Airlines was one of the last carriers to use this, I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Western Airlines is my favorite all-time vintage airline. The engine power oscillation, Steve, is a result of me putting in this auto throttle, just trying to hold 300 knots, and it's, I don't know, it's up, and we just went through that. We're going to stay on I think we just need to stay on the same outbound heading here. Let's go to heading mode here, just to hold the heading while the needle comes through. We're in that cone of confusion right now. There it goes. Should be good there now. So yeah, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if that's just kind of a result of that. That's I don't know that that's an option that we have here, and I debated it a little bit about putting the modern auto throttle in there, and so that's, I don't know, that's what that's doing, and part of the charm of this old girl, I guess. we'll see how it does when we get up to cruise. And again, I don't know if this, I've got the altitude select. I don't see anything here where I have to arm it. So I'm gonna let it kind of go all the way up and through. We're climbing at a pretty controllable, 1,000 feet a minute. So I'm gonna see if it levels off at this, or if I have to. I did notice there's an ALT button down here, and again, I don't know if that's altitude capture or altitude arm. So we're gonna find out. It has a bit of documentation around the autopilot, but not much. You can set altitude in the front center panel, but it will not automatically level off. It only informs you with a buzzer and a lamp. Okay, well that answers that question. Use the pitch controller to reduce the rate of climb or descent. When you get in within 50 feet, turn on the alt switch and the plane will maintain. Alright, well that's good. That's good. Oh, you do have the ability, if you own the X-Siva, you can put that in there. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so here's what we'll be messing with the pitch controller here, and then turn that baby on. Yep, that sounds good. We're outbound 21 miles now already from Battleground. We probably could switch over. Rosebud 157. Oh, we'll wait a little bit. We'll get out there about 80. We'll switch it over. It's definitely not a standard IFR route here. I've sort of jumped over some airways. I probably could have. Maybe I should have done the Hoquiam transition instead of Battleground. That would have put me out on the coast and down, I think, the Juliet 126 airway. But so anyway, right now we're not currently on an airway, so that's maybe another reason why I'm not super worried about having ATC. Let me see if Volanta is going to come up for us. Alright, 28.5. We're getting there. I don't feel like we're overworking the engines here. How's everything look over here? Fuel temps are cold, aren't they? Cold, cold, cold. Hey, there we go. There's Volanta. Volanta's alive. Alright, where did we go? KBFI. Come on, baby. Only field. KSFO. San Fran, and I should have something. Oh, I don't have anything right now because I'm not connected to Bastion. Ooh, and it's thinking for some reason. Oh, I was down here. Yeah, I was down here in Hanksville. That's where the next Bush League backcountry fly-in is going to take place. I was down there messing around. All right, let's end this flight. Let's go a new flight here. Add this flight plan? Nope. Sim brief. It's all right. So yeah, dust off your Canyonlands finding aircraft, because we're going to be down there having some fun down around Hanksville coming up. Bush League Monday. It's the 2nd of January. It'll be the first Bush League Monday of 23. Very excited about that. Just about have all the finishing touches on that scenery, and going to start to push that out for a little bit of testing, and we'll be ready to mess around down there. I've been going through and optimizing it for X-Plane 12, and there's still an X-Plane 11 version that'll be available to you as well for those of you that are flying in that sim. And I haven't tested it yet in Microsoft Flight Sim, but I've been in that area, and things look nice. Things look good. So, all right, I'm almost up to cruise. I'm gonna try to reconnect here and just see if we can stay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get some data here and see how we do. Must have just been right as I was coming through the weather. Potentially. Because right now I'm getting almost 50. Okay, keeping an eye. Coming up to 320. We should probably get a little 1,000 to go warning. I don't think I'm going to adjust the pitch at all. We're just doing a nice gentle 600 feet per minute. That's just right. You get within 50 feet, click Alt Hold. Life is good. There's our 1,000 to go. So I spent Saturday, again, for those of you just getting here, first of all, welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. I spent most of the day Saturday, instead of streaming, there was the Capitol Christmas event that I had initially planned on streaming, but I'd had some issues on Friday night with actually X-Plane 11. It crashed on me, and I was like unable to get it restarted, and ended up having to do a full restart of my computer to make it happen. But anyway, I decided to make a little bit of a change because I've been having some strange things going on with X-Plane 12. So I moved it from an external hard drive that was a traditional spinning hard drive to an SSD, just to try to help with performance and reliability. All right, we're within 50, I think. Yep. That guy. See how we do. So, but anyway, that took a little bit of time to kind of get things moved over and make sure everything is working right. Update. It was. I think I copied things over, like on. Can I help you? What? What's the matter? I copied things over on Saturday morning, and then by lunch, I think I'd heard that the final version, the full release, had been announced, and so I went ahead and just did a full reinstall. And then I went through, and there were a bunch of aircraft that had been updated, not surprisingly. So that's kind of what I did on Saturday. The Q4 XP is working really well. The Phenom is working really well. And I still need to test the DA62 and the Robinson R44. Those are the only other two payware airplanes that I have installed. I also have the Zebo installed, and I saw there's an update. I have not got that yet, so we're gonna probably do that here sometime today. I have not flown the Zebo in a long time, so looking forward to that. Okay, 1820. Tuned in now. Let's see how close we are to being on track. I like this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. How close are you? We're a long way out still, 77 miles, so just give it a minute to settle down, I guess. You're right, of course. No, you're left, of course. No, you're right, of course. We'll just stay on heading mode. That's interesting. That is a wiggly needle there. Holy cow. Alright, we settled down now? No, not quite. That's awesome. I like that. Alright. There we go. That looks like it's about where it needs to be. Back to nav. Lock-a-lock-kazer. Make a little adjustment. And we are on our way to Rosebud. Now, once we get to Roseburg, excuse me, and we are within about the halfway point, 337 miles down to basically straight to the San Francisco VOR. I probably should. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the Point Reyes VOR in there. Just as an in-between. And yeah, that'll be alright, I think. It'll be alright. Could even come all the way out here and go Mendocino. Alright, yeah, that sounds good. That looks good. Here's what I've done. So I'm up here heading to Roseburg, and I had really nothing between Roseburg and San Francisco, so I've just decided to come straight down the pike here to Mendocino, and then to Point Reyes, and that'll help me kind of get lined up here to come back around and land on 28. Black Fox 403, Mike, hello. Nice to see you, sir. Divert to someplace warm. Holy cow, I need to, man. 10 below here this morning. I mean, it's that time of year, but it never seems to get any easier. In fact, every year it seems to get a little tougher. And Wednesday, Thursday of this week, our highs are supposed to be in the negative teens. So, let's go. Pretty crazy. Minus 18 where you're at, and wind. Yeah, that's like kicking a guy while he's down. Negative 18 feels like negative 40. Yeah, that's pretty insane, dude.
Welcome to
Oh man, yeah, that's something that people that live a little farther south don't ever have to worry about, is that whole, like, literally your truck will freeze. Like, you can't get in the door, you can't, the engine oil, all the fluids freeze. Yeah, it's just crazy. Kurt Deasy, thanks for the follow. Welcome. My dog says welcome. Yeah, I need to be, I mean, I'm going to get the cord out, start plugging in, and just try to keep everything as warm as I can. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to park inside. That's reserved for the women of the family, but I'm going to need to use my truck here, so. Oh, hey. Very nice. The DC-10. Which version of the DC-10 are you flying there, Black Fox? We are, by the way. I don't know when you got here, but we're in the Boeing 720 Bravo. Messing around. It's a freeware mod, and having a nice time. It's a solid plane. My lovely Western Airlines livery with the little black nose. Delightful. See if we can get some more volcanic peaks out here. I'll be up too high now. The DC-10-30. Kathy found it. Is that a? I know you've made the move to X-Plane. Is that an X-Plane add-on? Or is that, I know there's a lot of those good planes from FSX that are still out there. There's a I see a sim market DC-10 here from Countryside Aircraft Design. Does that look like, is that the one you're thinking here? AB sim, okay. This is an MD. I know the lines are blurred between like the MD-11 and the DC-10 and interesting. Oh, open livery issues there. Well, cool. Well, I'm glad you found yourself a little three-hole punch to mess around in. I'm sure you and Kathy will have her baked goods all over Western Canada in no time. And yeah, you ought to be able to pack a few more crates of that than you can get in that old DC-3, although the DC-3 Has been a workhorse for you, I know. Alright guys, we're just about to, yeah, we're right there. So we better go back into heading mode here, and I need to go outbound on a, what, so 159 heading. Let's make that turn. And let's bring the needle down here and see how close we got, how well we timed our turn. Man, I imagine this plane was super stable, very smooth to fly. It's got those big old 707 wings, just a big old thick wide wing. Look at that big old stabilizer in the back. I bet this sucker was nice to fly in. Oh, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Very cool. Very cool. I'll have to go check that out. It may be this this break may be all about freeware vintage vintage airplanes, man. I love it. I love it. All right, so we turned maybe just a hair too soon. Let's go ahead and track about a 170, see if we can't pick up that outbound here. This is the Juliet 143. That's a pretty good fleet, man. I'm gonna start calling you you're the Buffalo Airways of British Columbia, man. Like Buffalo Joe collecting all those vintage cargo planes. I really enjoyed your "Was the Night Before Christmas" poem, by the way. I had no idea you were such a poet. Such a laureate. The A220. Now there is a group called Synaptic Simulations that's also working on, I believe it's an A220. Very interested in that project. I think that plane is a very, very cool looking plane.
Thanks for subscribing.
Oh man, JPC, what's going on, Mr. Sanante? Welcome. Thank you so much for the 35-month ascription streak. Holy cow. Skull, buddy. Speaking of Jet Pilot Cinnamon and the Virtual USA Flying Club, if you don't know, he is the founder.
Hi, Jet Pilot Cinnamon.
And CEO, chief proprietor of that awesome aviation group. We've got an event going on tonight. And if you're not a part of the Virtual USA Flying Club, it's not too late. You can become one if you head on over. Let's see. I am guessing that it looks like the Discord link has already went past once, but here it is again. All you have to do is go over to Discord and click on that. If you've got a valid VAT sim, account and you're in good standing, one of the admin will get you all the information you need, which would include information about our event tonight, the flight of the Chasse Gallery up in Canada. So, gonna have some ATC, it sounds like, which will be cool. But anyway, we are a general aviation themed VATSIM virtual flying club, and we host 5 or sometimes more VATSIM events every month, and we'd love to have you be a part of that. It's so much fun. Just we fly all over the place, and even though the name is Virtual USA Flying Club, we've got members from all over the place, and we've had events now that have gone international. And so anyway, if you're interested, if you like that type of flying, come on over, check us out. No obligations, obviously, but if you might find you'll enjoy the heck out of it. It's a good group. I'm still not quite picking up that outbound radial here, so I'm going to turn 180 and just try to get on that Juliet airway. I think I might be getting a little bit of breeze off that right hand side that's keeping me left the course here. And then we're going to have to start thinking here before too much longer about descent. Got a ways yet to go, but we should probably brief the arrival here. Let's see if I can get all this information up here first, and then we'll jump in and take a look at this arrival. All right, the Stins 4. Again, kind of tricky because there's fewer and fewer non-RNAV arrivals becoming available. But here's us. We're going to be coming in from actually going to be coming in from Point Reyes here. We're going to be picking up Mendocino. I think we're going to come in here from Rosebud down to Mendocino, then Point Reyes, and then down here to Stins into towards the San Francisco VOR. And then what we'll do from there is we will track back around and grab 28, probably 28 left. We'll do 28 right. It's slightly longer. We may need it with the weather there, but this is going to be interesting. We're going to have to really hit our marks here in terms of altitude. So once we get past Roseburg here, we're going to drop to flight level 180. We've got quite a while. A little changeover point here at 98 outbound, 150 inbound to Mendocino. And then past Mendocino, we need to get ourselves down to 7,000. And looks like we hold 7,000 until we get to the San Francisco VOR. Then at that point, we'll jump down to 3,000 here for the initial approach fix of Seepin. Now, this is the GLS here. It should be similar. ILS. 3,000 Seepin, and that is right there. Yep. Pick up the glide slope just shortly thereafter. 4.6 miles there. Aximal is where we'll pick that up, and then we'll be inbound We have 111.7 and 284. Airport elevation is 13. We're looking at the decision height of 200, and if we go missed, we climb to 3, and we climb back out to climb off the San Francisco VOR on a 281 radial to VICU, and we hold out there 12 DME, and we hold. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see how this goes. Hey, we're on our radial now. Let's go ahead and go back to nav lock, and oh, we're not. We've actually outrun our radio. So let's pick up. Let's pick up our next VOR then. So that was Rose. That was 108.2. That was Roseburg, and now we need 112.3. Let's see where we're at in relationship to that guy. Yeah, pretty close, honestly. That'll work. We'll track him inbound now for the next, what, 156 miles? We'll be good to go. What we need to... Actually, we need to start making our way. Once we're 150 and closer, we need to go down to flight level 180. So we'll start to mess with that, guys, and let's see how well we do this. I think if we take it off of altitude hold and we start to pitch down, this is where the auto throttle may help or hurt us. Hey, Edmund. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Hawker driver's giving us the good news there with the San Francisco ATIS. Currently Gander to Winnipeg. That is a nice little 3-hour flight there, Mike. Heck yeah. I didn't see that you had also offered your search and rescue services, which we always approve, or we always appreciate. Alright, something to go, just pitch forward a little bit here, and let's just see how we do. I think somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 a minute ought to be just right. So maybe just a hair aggressive there. Let's look it forward a couple notches here, and we'll keep 300 as our auto or our speed, so you can hear the engine spooling back, obviously. Just kind of cool. Another typical Monday in San Fran, Aeroflyer, that's right. So down we go, and 180 is our goal. Again, this is the Mendocino. I hope I'm probably not saying that right. Echo November India. We've managed to stay connected here, making 60 frames. I'm guessing once we get down into the muckety muck here, that's probably when we'll have some issues. But so far, okay. Edmund, I hope you're up in the virtual skies somewhere. If not, I hope I'm seriously distracting you from a job-related task. That's my goal. If you can't fly along with me, I'm going to distract you. I've already got good fixins off task. I think there's at least one more Aeroflyer. I think he's off task. Hard not to. Look at this old girl. So it does come with, excuse me, 2 engine variants, and I don't know which one I picked. I'm not sure which one, but one of them is the turbofan version, which is the little more modern JT3 engine, so it gives you a little better performance. And if you don't like that, you can go with the originals, which is supposedly louder and maybe not quite as fast, but definitely old school. Alright, I think we're doing pretty well here, guys. We need to get down to 180. So we've got, shoot, 8,000 to lose. We're in business. We are in business. I'm going to go ahead and just put the San Francisco altimeter in. 3029er. It's very, very early to do this, I know, but it's one less thing for me to remember. And put rad alt in there as well. 200. Alright, go. Very good, very good. I am also liking, with X-Plane 12, I'm liking how they've done the you know, as you look up and down, the cabin, the panels get brighter. Like you get here, and then you look outside, and then, you know, this is where your eye adjusts to, so things down here are darker. That's a nice effect. It's a nice effect. I know Microsoft Flight Sim had done that as well. Took me a little while to kind of get used to that, but I do think that's a nice effect. It's helped with the overall. I know that's one of the biggest things that I'd heard, just how dark the panels all seem to be in X-Plane 12. So that's nice. It's very nice. Alright, we get down to Mendocino. We are outbound 146. Reset that. Be ready to go. And if we can somehow manage to get this old girl down on the deck safely, I will be extremely happy. Again, I have no idea. Anybody have any thoughts on ref speed for this plane? I think we rotated somewhere in the 140 to 150 range. So, you know, I would say that we'd probably be looking at something similar to that. $140-ish. I'm gonna get my research department on that. There is precious little information out there about this plane. It's pretty crazy. When it comes to that kind of performance data. Well, we'll set it at about 140, and I know we'll be coming in probably a little fast because I don't want to stall. So we'll just kind of bear that in mind. Yeah, that's why we're picking a 12,000 foot runway here. If anybody finds any documentation on that, though, please do share. I would love to know. Love to know a little bit more about. I don't have to be like, I don't need like fuel burn and all that. You know, I don't need all that stuff, but I'd love to know the V speeds. At least have some way of calculating V speeds based on your, you know, based on your weight, things like that. First Dr. Pepper of the day in the books. Tell us vacation. I'm already cracking a Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not even 11 o'clock my time. How are we doing here? 1,000 to go. And 81 miles. Yeah, we're in great shape. Probably came down even a little early, honestly, but I kind of have a little bit of a feeling that this plane might be a bit of a glider with these big old wings. Might be just a little bit of a glider. It's done a pretty good job of holding that speed, though. That's cool. Yeah, I remember that Captain Sim 707. That thing was nice. I'd bought the 737-200 from them back when I was in P3D, and I think I'd also bought the L1011 from them. Yeah, man, did I like that plane. That was a fun plane. Both of them were pretty kind of rough to look at, but they were fun. That L1011, it was a 45-minute process just to get the engine started, man. It was an involved airplane. First time I'd ever messed around with an INS SIVA. It was a lot of fun to learn. Really challenging plane to fly, but man, I did like it. All right, 180 and about 64 to run, and then once we get to Mendocino, we need to make our way down to 7,000 on our way to Point Reyes, and we'll have 60 miles to do that, so that's 11. Yeah, we should be just fine as far as that goes. But yeah, then they kind of turned into what they are now, which is super disappointing. look at my clouds down here. You can tell that I don't have the high quality clouds turned on. There's all kinds of aliasing going on, so not sure why I got disconnected. I'm still cooking right up there at 60. I'm on 12, Hawk driver. Slowly making my way over to X-Plane 12. I'm very, very excited now that they've come out with this as the full release. Really excited to see which developers are able to get their X-Plane 11 planes kind of up to speed. I know there's been a lot of commitments from folks like Flight Factor and B-Flight Air, and I mean just a bunch. Thranda. So looking forward to having those come over. It'll be like Christmas all over again, because I'm thinking they'll come over one or two at a time, and yeah, it'll be fun to bring those planes over, no doubt about it. Yeah, Aeroflyer, I kind of get the sense that their development team is not the same now as it was when they were in FSX. Like similar to, like, you know, when the Carenado, when Nojo kind of went his separate ways from Carenado, you kind of saw the same thing. You saw Thranda pop up and become awesome, and Carenado kind of you know, just kind of be Carenado, only not as good as it used to be Carenado. So I think it's the same type of deal. Kurt, what are we looking forward to, Kurt? I'm looking forward to all of the developers that have said that they're going to bring their aircraft up to X-Plane 12 standards. Looking forward to them starting to do that now that I feel like the target has stopped a little bit. I know V-Flight Air especially was like just waiting for the updates to stop so that they can kind of really drill down in their planes and get everything where it needs to be. So I'm hopeful that that's going to start happening now. Let's see, Lou Zovanik, is it completed? So yes, Lou, this is a full release version, and so yeah, this is their fully completed. You know, there's going to be continued updates, right? Just like with every sim, but they're done with the beta versions, they're done with the release candidate versions, and they've got it close enough that they're willing to call this the full release. So, which developers? Yeah, so the ones I know of are V-Flight Air and Thranda. Cody, what's the matter, bud? Danger. Flight Factor is another, and I'm trying to think of Cowan Sim or some of those helicopters. So anyway, there's your typical, you know, your typical X-Plane 11 developers. Most of them have said, all right, we're coming over. The only one that's dragged their feet a little bit is Any Builds, but even they have said, yeah, we're going to bring the A300 over. So, but they just, you know, they've just kind of been sitting and waiting, because it is quite a bit of work, and when you update your add-on and then a new beta is pushed out and then you have to kind of re-update stuff, like, it's just, I can understand why they wanted to just sort of wait, sit back, and yeah, you're relatively new to X-Plane and you normally are an MSFS. Yeah, you've got Kurt, you've got yourself a good sim. I think Microsoft Flight Sim has done a good job. Kind of a similar process, right? They push out something new about once a month and keep working on their working on their product, and it's gotten pretty good. And now there's some really talented developers that have brought their aircraft and other add-ons over. It's a solid sim. It's a very, very solid sim. What type of flying, Kurt, do you like to do? Are you a tube liner guy? You'd like to do the VFR stuff, helicopter? What's your kind of typical type of flying? $20 to go. Make that turn, and we'll start getting serious here about the bay. It's still not pretty down here. It's kind of funny. Oakland, right across the bay, is reporting VFR conditions, and San Francisco socked in right now. Still fog. A few at 400, overcast at 800. 5 statute miles. Ah, very nice, Kurt. Yeah, I'm kind of that guy too. I like to mix it up. Oh, cool. Awesome, man. I will have to go give you a quick follow here, if I haven't already, Kurt. Let me see here. And no, I have not followed you, so yeah, cool, man. I will look forward to seeing what you come up with there. Awesome. Yeah, very cool, very cool. I see you've got one of your streams, looks like it is in the DHC-2 Beaver, which is my all-time favorite all-time favorite airplane. So that's really cool to see. Yeah, it looks like you hopped in that Citation X as well. I have not been in that yet. I need to spend some time in that. That looks like a fun plane as well. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna get within about 5, I think, and then make the turn. And then we're down. We got to go down to 7,000. Excuse me. Get that ready. Alright. We're going to go heading mode, and I need to slow down now, guys. We're going to have to think a little bit about our speed. Let's go 240. And just kind of let the speed settle here before we start the descent. .146 is what I'm looking for. Okay, we're getting close. Let's spin that down, see if again we can get that 1,500 to 2,000 feet per minute descent rate. That's going to be pretty close, I think, and about 240 on the speed. We'll take it down to 7,000. We've got 61 miles to do that here. Yeah, we're off of Point Reyes. No, we're not. We're off of. We're heading to Point Reyes, which is 13.7. All right, let's get on that. Let's get on that outbound here first before we do anything drastic. Your dad used to fly, and you got to ride in it multiple times. Stoked when you said they would include it. Oh, heck yeah, man. Hey, there's the man. Yeah, we've been blaming you for this all day long, Rob. It's good. It's good, man. Solid freeware add-on, buddy, and looks nice with the with that cockpit mod. So everything is functioning very well. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, buddy. Thanks for the share on that. Rob Valkyrie, one of the longtime friends of the channel, and contributes a ton in my Discord as far as finding these cool little gems and sharing those out. If you connect with me over in my connect with me over in my Discord channel, you'll see that I've got a one channel devoted to nothing but freeware stuff, and so this is something he put out there for me the other day. And yeah, that's I decided this morning to get up and give it a try. I had flown it before when it was doing, like, it was looking pretty good in X-Plane 11. It was functioning pretty well, I should say, in X-Plane 11, but I just kind of set it aside and never got back to it. So I thought it was pretty cool to see that it had been updated, and yeah, you can't land it. That's true, Black Fox. We need a channel with baking. I do need that. Yeah, I do need that. So anyway, if you're curious, this entire download link, the base aircraft as well as the mod to making it look prettier. It's there on my Discord. So defective crayon, Matt, how are you, buddy? Let me tune in Point Reyes here, 1370. Okay, let's yeah, I think we're just gonna kind of track direct to that guy and go from there. The field puts up a tempo for IFR conditions when one of those bad boys departs. Yeah, that's right. Are you saying that? Well, look, I'm running clean as can be, buddy. I'm not even making any smoke. Very little. Of course, I'm running at idle, but oh man, yeah. This is four engines that make a lot of black smoke on the way out. Yeah. Oh, I'm starting to speed up again here too. Well, we're gonna be a little quick, and that's okay. That's just the way she goes. So now, though, I tell you, Rob, what you've made me do is now I want to install the Felis, the Tupolev, at the Tu-154, because I haven't flown that, and I think that is also X-Plane 12 ready, and just another plane in this same kind of genre, right? So this whole break might be nothing but me flying vintage planes. And that'd be all right. I wouldn't mind that. Want to come back doing some stuff now. Just got home from work. Cool, man. Very cool. I come bearing gifts for you. The freeware channel. Thank you. Thank you, Defective Crayon. But those of you that don't know Defective Crayon, he's another flight sim streamer, and does some really cool stuff with these old birds. He was just in the Queen of the Skies, I believe, this morning. I got a couple of pings, and he's doing an Atlas cargo haul, which I'm like, oh, yes, please. What am I doing sleeping at 2 in the morning when I could be hauling cargo, buddy? That guy does some work with these old planes. So, yeah, Rob, anyway, how long till I land? Well, I would say probably within the next 10 minutes or so. And I think what I'm going to do is take a little lunch break. And I've got a couple things I need to do before the event, the Virtual USA Flying Club event tonight. But good chance I'll be streaming that as well. That starts tonight at midnight Zulu, so here in about 6 hours or so. But I've got to get my nap in. If I don't, Rob, you know, I get cranky. I get fussy. Okay, we're starting to get this figured out a little bit. Let's mellow out the descent rate here. 24 miles to get to 7,000, so we did that just fine. Probably again a little quick. But we're going to try to hold 240 as we fly and transition to the ILS now. And yeah, this is where it's going to get a little western. No pun intended. This will be our first ILS approach that we've ever flown in this plane. And I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna try to not hack my lung out in your ears like I just did right there. Alright, there's 7. We are on the local altimeter. We are running 240 right now. We're 18 miles until Point Reyes, and at Point Reyes we're outbound 144. To Stins, and then from Stins 22 miles to the San Francisco VOR, and then at that point we will start to get ready. We'll get our ILS dialed in, and we should be ready to rock and roll. We're just going to hold 7,000 until we get past the San Francisco VOR, and then we'll drop down to 3,000 for the initial approach fix ILS 28 right. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. There's the forced IFR that Defective Crayon's talking about. Hey, if you're not burning oil, it means you're out of oil. It's kind of like the DC-6. If you're not dripping oil, it means you're out of oil. Going to get into those clouds. It's going to be interesting to see what the frames do. We've already been disconnected from VATSIM once on the departure out of Boeing Field, and I'm blaming the weather. Chinook was the same way. That's all unburned fuel in my case. True, very true. One more flyby here. I've never heard that before, Hawker. That's good, man. I like that. 6 to go. 6 to go. Into heading mode we go. Slight left-hand turn to Stins. This is a 16-mile run. That's what we're looking for here. On a 144 outbound, we're probably just going to go heading mode from here on out. Not worry about trying to grab all these inbound and outbound radials that are only 20 miles in length. We'll just try to keep our speed. Oh gosh, you're Hawk driver. Yeah, not Hawker driver. Yes, that's true. I am so sorry. You are my hero because you've got the fuselage in your garage. But I do think I mix you up name-wise, so sorry about that. There's too many people. Too many people. Oh, you fly helicopters. Okay, well then I really am confusing. So is Hawker driver? Who's the one that has the full-size Hawker fuselage literally sitting in his garage? Too many of you Hawker fans. Welcome regardless. Probably Hawker driver. Okay, could be. Alright. But welcome regardless. I know you've been here quite a bit. He's been here quite a bit. I appreciate you being here. I should have known when he made the reference to the Chinook that you were the other Hawker driver. Rock Valkyrie. 26 gift descriptions in my dogs. They must have known. They're celebrating with you, Rob. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. It's awesome. Okay, we're down here again. Once we're 16 miles, we'll be at Stins, and then we are going to make a turn direct San Francisco VOR on 1580. And yeah, we'll be ready to jump into the baby rain, as they say. Little BR visibility down to 400. And I'm going to go ahead and do the anti-ice right now. Looks like I left the wing anti-ice on the whole time, so that's good. Is this a boot system, a heat system, or is this have I been leaking anti-icing fluid for 600 miles? Talk about the environmentalists are already up in arms over me flying and spewing things out of the back of these JT3s. Okay, almost to 13. Let's go ahead and make our turn here. 280, 107. SEEZG, you did a little test? Yeah, it's not half bad. It's not half bad. The cockpit mod requires a little bit of work to get everything where it's supposed to be, but that's about it, man. Everything else is pretty plug and play. 1580 is what I need here. So, yeah. 1580. Let's see how close we are to being on track here. We just need to go direct to... There we go. I will do one more nav lock. So, I gotta come down here. Okay, so... Glide slope. I'm gonna do glide slope auto when it's time to land. Anything else I need to arm here to shoot an ILS? I don't think so. And it's not like what you have right now in that plane looks that much different from this. It just kind of has a little bit of PBR, and yeah, it's just brings a little something out. All right, so once we hit San Francisco, we are going to... Oh, now I can't connect the Symlink. All right, once we hit San Francisco VOR, we are going to... start to get ready for the ILS 28 right. Let's get that approach dialed up here. I've already briefed it. Just need to have the chart up so I know what I'm looking at. Be 111.7, 284. So I'm gonna kind of vector myself. I can't switch flight director sides. What are you talking about? Talking about jumping over here, nav 1, nav 2. Yeah, I could, I guess. I could. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, I think that would be kind of fun, SE. I think that would be kind of fun getting that C-bin there. Oh no, not okay. I got you. Oh, sorry. You're confused about nav 1, nav 2. Yeah, I think all it does right now is like tunes in nav 2 stuff over here, and I'm guessing that you could probably control. This is probably the master, and this is probably the slave, but I don't know that for a fact. Okay, it won't pick that up. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I got disconnected from the network again. Huh. Weird. I wonder why. Very strange. Very strange. Alright, so I've got that chart up. I've got the Stin's arrival up. And we're just about to fly right over the top of San Francisco. I should probably make a radio call. San Francisco traffic, Western 816 is overflying the field at 7,000. We are outbound ILS 28 right. San Francisco traffic. Hey, the 727 freak. It's the 270. Do I have the wrong thing in my description there? 727 freak. Yeah, this is the 270B, not the 720B. Yeah, I did mistype that. I did. Alright, time to go heading mode. And let's see if we can get ourselves set up. I got to drop down to 3,000 here as well. Picking up the inner marker there. And probably could slow it down to about 220 here as well. Let's go ahead and click down. Start that descent again. Nothing crazy. 1,500-ish would be great. Alright, beautiful. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and tune in 111.7. CILS 111.7. We're going to see if we can make this work. Okay, very good. And 284 as my approach course. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I think what I need to do here, guys, is I really feel like I need to kind of vector myself out here a little bit so I have room. Yeah, see, I'm over land right now. I'm going to try to come back out here a little to the east. Maybe about a 070, just so I can get kind of on a right-hand downwind. My vector right now, 070. Yeah, this is the Senshi there. 727 Freak. Lumix. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, let's get ourselves out a ways so that we can, first of all, we can be over the bay, and then we can wiggle ourselves back in, see if we can pick up this ILS for 2.8 right. The initial fix of Seepin is out here at 12 DME, so we're almost there right now. Yep, so I could probably turn here anytime and start back in. How's my altitude here? Yep, I'm almost at 4,000. I wonder if I've given myself enough room here. Let's see. There's 1,000 to go. Let's spin it around here. San Francisco traffic, Western 816 is turning inbound runway 28 right. We're on a 15-mile final. 151 off of Oakland is what you're using, Hawk Driver?
Whoop, whoop, pull up. 3.
Yeah, we might have one of those, Fixie. We might have one of those. Let's mellow the descent rate here a little bit. Let's see how close we are to picking this up. Get to 3,000. I'm going to level off. Our speed is 220, which it probably could be more like 180. But we'll wait to slow down and add flaps until we've leveled off and kind of see where we're at in terms of the localizer. Does look like I have a glide slope. Oh, there is the localizer. I'm going to be through it. That's okay. We didn't give ourselves quite enough room, and that's fine. That's totally fine. So we'll come and grab it from the other side here, like about a 320 ought to be good, I think. And there's the baby rain, aka fog. All the way down to 400 we're expecting. That's seeping. That's us, yep. That's what we're looking for. Okay, let's go 180. We are estimating, by the way, that we're going to ref out at about 140. We don't know the V numbers, the V speed, so we're just doing the best we can here. And I'm actually going to put a notch of flaps in here. I feel like we're down below 200. We'd probably be okay. There comes our localizer, so let's do this. Glide slope auto. Let's see if we grab it. We're going to grab it. Are we going to grab it? No, we're not grabbing it. Yes, we are grabbing it. Are we grabbing it? Come on, girl. No, we did not grab it. Alright. Let's get the localizer captured first then. Maybe this is a two-stepper. Capture the localizer, then grab the glide slope. If worst comes to worst, which is I know what you guys are wanting anyways, I'm just going to hand fly this thing down, which might not be good. There's our localizer. Okay. Auto glide slope. Doesn't look like we're grabbing it. Alright, that's coming off. And we're just going to hand fly this bad boy. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. Ooh, she's slow to... Oh, I got autopilot on, that's why.
Caution.
You don't even know, lady. Caution. Second notch of flaps coming out. San Francisco traffic, Western 816, 8 mile final, 28 right, San Francisco. Alright, let's go there. Trim. This is going to be interesting, boys. I'm already getting too high. Still pretty fast. Thank you for the follow, whoever that is. No big deal, hand flying a Boeing 720 here into San Francisco with 400 feet ceilings. First time we're doing it, by the way. No big deal. A little high. Another notch of flaps coming out. Go gear. Runway is in sight. That's a little bit of a miracle. Gotta get the speed down now, guys, don't I?
1,000.
Thanks for watching my papa.
I do appreciate that, you guys. It's so much more fun when you got glide slope. Yep, I'm a little, now I'm a little low.
Glide slope.
I'm a little low. Okay, let's put some juice back in here.
Glide slope.
And I'm gonna go one more notch of flaps.
Glide slope.
Boy, I went from
Glide slope.
too high to too low in a hurry, didn't I? Wow.
Glide slope.
Come on, girl.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Yeah, she's coming back.
Glide slope. 400. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. 300. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Minimums.
Continue.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Got to be close to ref here, guys, so we're just gonna try to...
100. Glide slope. Glide slope. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Bursers. Might take a little bit to get slowed down here. I didn't check to see if there's auto brakes anywhere in this thing. It's 80 knots. Grab the next one, I think. Hey, I'll take that. That wasn't too bad. It was not too bad. For just being a complete guess of ref speeds and flap speeds and all that stuff, that wasn't half bad. And I'm hoping that we can watch a replay. I know that replay's been wonky, but we're gonna give it a try because that was a pretty decent landing. Somehow found our way onto the center line and everything. San Francisco traffic, Western 816 clear 28 right. going to be crossing 28 left on Quebec. Whew. Take that, baby. Thanks, guys. That was fun. That was a nice share, Rob Valkyrie. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. And yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. You know, the only thing I didn't do, guys, is I did. I had the lights on and everything. Couldn't remember if I turned the lights on. I probably left them on the entire time from Boeing Field. Let's go find a place to park and we'll call it good. I'll get caught up on all the chat messages and we'll kind of call it good. We're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go get some lunch and then I'm gonna try to get myself prepared for the Virtual USA Flying Club event that's coming up this evening, midnight Zulu, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, do we have any places we can park here? I don't know. We'll kind of maybe just head straight around the corner here. But yeah, guys, go check it out. This is the Shinsi Boeing 720, not the 270 like I mistyped, which is a whole other. There is a 247. That's the Boeing that's over in Microsoft Flight Sim, which is also a fun plane. A little different plane than this, but another one of those vintage airliners. So thank you, Fixie. Thank you. Yeah, the Flying Canoe event. Nick Gressel. Hello, Nick. When did you sneak in there, my friend? Nice to see you, man. Auto brakes is in that pop-up menu. Ah, that's right. You're correct, sir. Auto brakes is right there. Yep. Oh, well. We did okay. We did okay. This is kind of the international terminal, probably, isn't it? Where would Western Airlines have parked back in the day? Who knows? It's up on the overhead panel. Auto brakes. Yeah, for next time. Definitely. This looks like a pretty good stand. We're going to look like a little guy compared to these, whatever this is, 777 maybe. Remember, this was meant to be kind of a regional option. It wasn't supposed to be the big 707, so it's quite a bit shorter and meant to kind of do flights just like this, those 2 to 5 hour flights. Let's see where we want to park here. We're about right there. I think will be good. All right, woohoo! Let's set the brakes, and I won't take you through the whole shutdown process here, but let me get caught up with the chat, and we will try to do a replay there. So let's see. Hawk Driver was giving me some radials from Oakland. Yeah, I could have probably used that. There's no doubt about that. But we made it to Seepin, and we made it in there. Rob was saying he bounces this thing. I have that problem with the 747, of all things. Lumix, this is on BatSim, although we didn't have any ATC or even any local traffic there. So kind of strange to not hear somebody as we're around San Francisco, but that's just kind of the way it is. So, and it was Teja Rayed who came in with the follow. Thank you, Teja. And yeah, yes indeed, a fellow aviation streamer. Yeah, very good, very good. Appreciate you coming in. And let's see. JPC, who is a real life Airbus pilot, giving me a very nicely done. That means a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm putting
Francisco traffic. Badger 044 push it and start.
that all those lessons you've taught me, Mike, are paying off. Okay, so let me do this. Let's go to the menu and let's toggle, and I hope this doesn't crash everything, but I really want to see what this looks like. No, it's going to crash, guys. Darn it. 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 Well, we'll just have to remember it in our minds.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Oh, and my that's why my SimLink, my Navigraph, decided to conk out on me. Oh well, you know what, guys? That's okay. That is totally okay. I don't have any problems with that. So let's let me see here. What do I want? Let's go find somebody here to raid, and then I'll do my final thank yous, and I'll be out of here for a little while. Let me start. Boy, lots of thank yous. We made a bunch of new friends today. Taha Rayed, Lumex, Kurt DZ. Thank you guys all for the follows. Karmar as well. Planet Neutral. Thank you guys for the follows. Great to meet you. Great to have you aboard the Propeller Head Nation, and I really do appreciate that. And then Steve PHL. Holy moly, a 5 gift sub bomb to 757 Spy Arc, Dave Mustafa, C Easy G, and Nick's Aviation. Steve, thank you. And then JPC also coming in with a 35-month re-ascription. Thank you very much, my friend. And Rob Valkyrie, who can forget Rob? He's the guy not only that shared this wonderful airplane with us, but he also gave Hawk Driver a gift subscription, and that was fantastic. Thank you so much for a great idea, great airplane, and thanks for coming in there, Rob Valkyrie. Looking forward to flying with you. Hopefully get to fly with you tonight in that Shascalerie event there. And then everybody else, by the way, who was here today, thanks for popping in. I hope I distracted you from work appropriately for just a little bit. Got you to lunchtime anyway. And looking forward to flying with you guys again. We're going to head over to our friend Okondo, check out the Candonians, and see where he's flying right now. I will be back tonight for the Virtual USA Flying Club event, and can't wait to fly with you guys again. Have a good rest of your Monday, and we'll see you soon. God bless.